We've got a few questions and hopefully we'll get a call here soon.
Yep.
But we're going to talk about getting injured while you're on vacation.
Yeah. So, I mean, you know, it's that time of year. Everybody's going on spring break or going out of town. And,
right.
You know, unfortunately, injuries can happen anywhere you are. And if it happens out of town, you can still make a claim for injuries you suffer in another state or even another country. What you need to know is that the law of the area where you were injured is going to be the law that applies. And every state has a little bit different laws. So it may be more advantageous, it may be less advantageous to apply the law of the state where the event happened. You know, the next thing you need to know is that you may have to go there to file a lawsuit and present your claim and pursue your claim, or you may be able to avail yourself of the federal court system, which would potentially allow you to file a lawsuit in the area where you live, even though an injury occurred out of state and in another place. So you've got some options. You know, my suggestion would be if you've suffered an injury, you know, in another state, contact somebody locally that can give you some advice on you know, what you need to do. And if necessary, they can probably hook you up with somebody who's knows what they're doing in the area where you got hurt. And that's going to give you somebody locally to help you with your case.
I want to go tell people once again the number to call if you have questions, 256-536-0077. If you want to get that call in, we're ready to take it. But I have a question for you, Michael, regarding our topic. How important is it if you get hurt to go ahead while you're there and file that claim? Does time it takes to get back home, do things change that could affect that claim?
Well, you know, obviously when an event happens, you know, filing a claim is what lawyers refer to as, as filing a complaint. Most states have a 2-year statute of limitations, so you have some time before you have to file a complaint in the courthouse.
Right.
Some states have a 1-year statute of limitations, and that's really, you need to, you know, pay careful attention to that. But the most important thing you can do is make sure you gather any evidence that you need. Pictures of cars, pictures of the area where an injury occurred, any witness information, you know, contact information, anything like that. If you're out of state, it makes it more important to get that information as soon as possible after an injury.
Gotcha. Well, it seems we do have a caller. Mr. Darrell, I believe. What's your question? We got you on the line right now.
Yes. I bought a car here last year. It's 2024, and the dealership has had it up until now. We haven't had the car. I just want to know if I'm legally. Does I still have to pay the car note, even though they have had the car since December when I first bought it?
Yeah, I mean that's a good question. If it is a new car. Then you can look into what we call the lemon laws. And those are laws that say, you know, if it is a brand new car and the dealer is unable to repair it within a reasonable time, they basically have 3 shots to go back and try to repair it. If they can't repair a new car within a reasonable amount of time, then they have an obligation to refund the money and you know, basically you can nullify or cancel the deal. However, if it is a used car, that is a different story. You don't get the benefit of the lemon laws. You get the benefit of any warranty that you purchased with the vehicle, and every warranty would be subject to the terms of that warranty. So depending upon what the circumstance was, whether the dealer could fix it or you know, whether the delays are unreasonable, those are all be something you'd have to look at the actual document to determine and figure out what their responsibility would be.
And leaning on that, I know a lot of dealerships are still trying to get caught up after that GM strike, depending on what kind of car Darrell has. But does that play into this at all too, as far as what your rights are when they can't fix it because they don't have the pieces?
Yeah, I mean, you know, that's one of the things is questions of whether the delay is unreasonable. You know, whether there's an unreasonable delay in the ability to fix the vehicle, and if it's because of a part that's unavailable from the manufacturer, you know, I could say that would be maybe on the manufacturer. If it's a part that's not available, generally the manufacturer is probably going to get the benefit of that.
Right. Gotcha. All right.
Well, thank you so much, Mr. Timberlake. We appreciate you coming. And if you didn't get your legal questions answered, remember you can always call our friends over at Timberlake League and Brooks. Again, thank you, Michael, for joining us.
Michael might answer the phone himself over there.
I'd be happy to talk to you.